Hey guys, welcome back to the Stack of Pancakes. I'm Michaela, and thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Hit that little button. I think it's up there now. We'd love to have you here watching our videos. It'd be cool. What would I do with $1 million? You know, I've been thinking about this. And you guys are about to learn how fiscally conservative I truly am. And Patrick, I don't think that your answers were cliche at all. I think that everyone would do the same basic things if they were to get any sum of money, and that would be to pay off debts and that kind of thing. And for me, that would be like a car loan. That's really, and a couple of miscellaneous medical bills, but that's really the debt. I don't have student loans and stuff to pay back anymore. And so, yeah, I would do that, and then I would buy another car. Probably a hybrid, like Kayla said, because I do care about the environment, but probably not a new one, because I don't need a new one. Like, I'm not a big luxurious person, and I don't spend very much money, so that I wouldn't do that. As far as what else I would do with the $1 million, aside from all the basic things that I think everyone would do, Kayla said she would give most of it away, and I admire her for that, because I wouldn't give any of it away. Well, to my grandmother, I give some of it. Hear me out. This is what I would do. I would use that money to set myself up for an early retirement. I would invest that money in real estate, probably, most likely. I first would buy the house that I live in now, because I know the guy who remodeled it, and he's a great guy, and it looks great, and it's nice, and I really enjoy it here. It's a little bit too small because I don't have enough storage for all my books. So it's everything that my grandmother would need, so I would give it to her after I bought it. And assuming that I got the $1 million like today, there's a house just across the way that's a tad bit bigger. It was built in like 1918. It's craftsman style. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm so in love with it. And so it needs a lot of work. I would buy that and then pour the money into it that it needs to be as awesome as it was in 1918, when it was probably the most awesome house ever. And then from there, I would buy another house, and it would probably be a house that had been converted to apartments somewhere in the city, because there are a lot of college students and that demand is going to be there for a long time, which would secure an income for me for years to come. And I would continue working, but I feel like if I didn't have any car loans or house payments to make or anything like that, I wouldn't need to make as much money as I do now. So I would work for about 5 years, and then when I'm 30, I would plan to retire. I would still have that income coming in, of course, from the real estate investment. So I would do that. And then when I retire, I would probably spend a couple of years traveling on and off to various places in the world, because I want to see all the history museums of every country. I want to go to all of those, and places like Stonehenge and the pyramids, and I want to see all that cool stuff. So I would do that. But that wouldn't be with $1 million, I don't suppose. That would be with like the money that I've stockpiled from saving and not having bills to pay. And then when I came back from traveling and I had seen everything that I wanted to see, I would then spend the rest of my life volunteering for organizations that I feel like I want to be part of. And maybe donating some money here and there to them in smaller sums, but not any large, big sums at one time. That's just not me. I mean, I freak out at the counter at the register in stores that aren't a grocery store over totals. I have panic attacks. I don't spend money well at all. I don't. So that's what I would do. If there were any money left over after buying the 3 houses, which there probably wouldn't be, because as Patrick said, $1 million really isn't that much money. But if there was money left over, I would just keep it and save it. I probably wouldn't invest it in anything unless I had enough money left over to invest in another real estate property, and then I would do that. But after remodeling a house and buying a house, and then buying a house that had been converted into apartments, and making sure those apartments are all up to code and doing some little updates so that those people don't have to live in squalor, there probably wouldn't be too much left over. But I'm okay with that, because I have an income coming in from the investment, so I'd be fine with that. I don't need a lot, ever, really. I'm pretty minimal. Pretty simple person. There's one thing I would do that's ludicrous and just for fun. When I'm remodeling that house that I bought, I would install an outbuilding that is only an arcade. That's an investment in happy fun times. That's what that is. And I would enjoy every second of that, probably well into my golden years, which are steadily approaching. I am going to be, this time next week when I talk to you, I will be a quarter of a century old. Which, I don't think I mentioned this, but Ian, thank you for not making me the oldest person on the channel any longer. For so long, I have bared that cross. I don't really think it's a burden. I think age is wisdom, and, well, not for everyone. Some people are just ignorant. Most people are just ignorant. That's what I would do with $1 million. Oh, I would say that I would have the greatest library in the world. I would have books and books and books. I would turn like a whole room into a library in that house. It'd be like the parlor would be the library. And it would just be books and books and books and those big antique armchairs that you can sit in and read with the little lamp hanging over you. I've got a lamp like that. I'll show it to you guys sometime maybe. But with a little lamp hanging over you, and you can just sit there and read historical fiction for days. It would be fantastic. That's what I would do. And I think everyone has to have one like ludicrous purchase, that something you've always wanted, and mine would be an arcade. What would yours be? That ludicrous purchase that you would have if you were $1 million winner or something. Please let us know in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!